Hello everyone and welcome to today's class. So today's class is going to be a gentle class to encourage good posture. So good posture is the proper alignment of the body when you are sitting or standing. And we're going to focus on the muscles that help, muscles and structures that help to maintain good posture. So having a good posture, so for example, some of the muscles that help to improve good posture are our deep abdominal muscles, okay? They help to maintain us the good posture on the body. And having the benefits of having and improving our postures is that it helps all those joints, muscles, and structures to function properly, okay? So we are gonna be working with some props, so I hope you all have them. So a couple of hand towels, okay, and a cushion is fine. If you have props, Pilates props, you can use this squeeze ball, or you can use a block or a belt, okay, if you have them. Otherwise, it's fine with the towels. So we're gonna fold them in different ways, okay? So one of them, just fold it in half, okay? So half, and then you're gonna, I hope you can see, I'm gonna do it here so you can see better. So half, and then you're gonna fold just a little bit, and then another little bit. So the middle is here on the middle, okay? So just a little bit here, and then you fold it again, okay? And then you can fold it again. So it's like a little cushion for your heads, okay? So like this. Good, and you're gonna place this on the floor where you're gonna lie down, okay? So your head is gonna be resting there. The other one, you're gonna fold it lengthwise, okay? So this way, and then you're gonna roll it. You're gonna roll it, okay? So this is how it's gonna be your towel. Right, okay, so leave that one by the sides, okay? Good, and the other one for your head. And then have your cushion or ball just close to you as well. So we're gonna start like this today, okay, in this position. And we're gonna have our heels on the floor. You can leave your toes up if that's more comfortable. If you feel comfortable with your feet down on the floor, just do so, okay? So hands are gonna be on the back of the thighs. Okay, so we are going to use the hands to lengthen the spine. Okay, so you're going to press with the hands on the back of the thighs, so you're going to lengthen, keeping your shoulders down. Okay, and then you're going to take a deep breath in here, and on the breath out, you're going to tilt just the pelvis. Okay, so your spine stays straight, just the pelvis tilts, and then you breathe in as you lengthen back. And breathe out as you tilt the pelvis. Okay, so breathe in to lengthen. Good. Breathe out as you tilt. So breathe in to lengthen. And breathe out as you tilt. So you just move the pelvis here. Okay, the spine is not moving. Just the pelvis is tilting. Lovely. Now we are going to start to round the spine. So we tilt the pelvis and we round the spine. Okay, breathe out. And the breathe in, we're going to lengthen and we're going to take the chest up towards the ceiling. And again, on the breathe out, we tilt and round the spine. And on the breathe in, we lengthen, taking the chest up to the ceiling. We breathe out. And breathe in. Good. Breathe out, tilting, rounding, and breathe in. Taking the chest up to the ceiling and lengthening. Just one more time. And lengthen. Okay, lovely. So we're gonna go down into the mat, okay? So if you can roll down, that's fine. If you have lower back issues, you may want to go to one side first, or you may want to place your elbows on the floor before you lie down, okay? And rest your heads on top of your towel, okay? And then bend your legs. So we're gonna have a feedback of the posture here with the floor, okay? So that's why we're gonna focus on our posture here on the mat first. So then when we stand up, hopefully we have this muscle memory, and your muscles remember, your structures remember the posture against the mat, okay? So we're gonna keep our feet parallel, hip distance apart in alignment with the knees and with the hip bones, okay? So check that your knees are not going in, okay? Try to keep them, it's better out than in, but try to keep them parallel, okay? And now we're gonna focus on our pelvis, okay? The position of the pelvis. So just notice at the moment how your pelvis, where your pelvis is. Notice the space under the mats, okay, the space under your lower back. How is that space? If it's flat or is too much space, notice how are your ribs, how are your shoulders in contact with the floor, your head. Notice the space under the neck, okay, if it's big or small. Just notice, just close your eyes for a moment and notice how your body is resting on the mat right now. Don't try to change anything. Let's notice that and take a few deep breaths here. Okay, now we're gonna place the heels of the hands on the hip bones, okay? And we're gonna make like a diamond shape with the hands here, okay? And place it on top of your pelvis. So we're gonna tilt the pelvis towards your thumbs, towards your navel. So we flatten the spine completely. And then we're gonna tilt the pelvis towards your pubic bone, your fingers, your index fingers, and arch the spine. So now there is a big arch underneath, okay? So you tilt the pelvis towards the navel and tilt the pelvis towards the pubic bone. So let's do it a few times. So this also helps to warm up the lower back. As it's going from one side to the other. And now we're gonna find the middle point between the two extremes. So we have all different bodies, okay? So you need to find your own middle points. So once you find it, your hands should lie completely flat, okay? And your pelvis should be parallel to the floor. Okay, so we're gonna move up to our rib cage. Notice the ribs, notice if they are flaring out, popping up, okay, how are your ribs? And try to drop them, flatten them a little bit, okay? We're gonna place the hands on the rib cage and we're gonna expand the rib cage on the breath in. Expanding, and on the breathe out, get your abdominals and your ribs pull inwards. So breathe in as you expand outwards and breathe out as you pull inwards. Okay, breathe in, expand and breathe out as you pull inwards, abdominals and ribs. And one more time. And pull inwards. That's it, lovely. Again, now we're gonna take the arms by the sides, palms down. We're gonna focus on our collarbone. Okay, how is your collarbone? How is your chest? Is it tight? Is it open? Okay, just focus, just notice. Good. We are gonna start taking our shoulders all the way up towards the ears, shrugging the shoulders, and then we're gonna slide them down. Okay, so shrugging them up and sliding them down. Okay, so up and down, lovely. And one more time. And take them and slide them down, okay? And now we are gonna start taking the back of the shoulders down towards the floor and release. So back of your shoulders towards the floor and release, okay? Back of the shoulders to the floor. Do it a few more times at your own pace. Notice how you open your chest and your collarbone. The collarbone opens up as you take the shoulders down to the floor. That's it. Let's do it one more time. And let's see if we can keep them down to the floor, okay, without tensing the rest of the body, okay? Okay, so now we're gonna start taking our head from one side to the other. So one side, center, and all the sides, okay? Just from side to side. That's lovely. And we're gonna take the head back to center. So this time, we're gonna take the chin slightly in towards the chest, and then we're gonna take the chin up towards the ceiling. The chin towards the chest, and up towards the ceiling. Okay, let's do it a few times. Okay, now we're gonna find the middle points. Okay, so same we did with the pelvis. Try to find the middle point. So make sure your chin is not too much tucked in. Okay, so this is this neck is starting here, okay? Or make sure the chin is not too much up towards the ceiling. So find the middle point. And the middle point, it should be like a natural curve here on your neck, okay? So find this natural curve, okay? Good. So now this is your neutral standing position. So keeping this position, trying to keep your shoulders down. We're gonna, on the next out breath, we're gonna to activate our center core muscles as you take your right knee up towards the ceiling. Okay, and then you drop it down. On the out breath, activate your center. Use your core muscles to take your left knee, left leg up to the ceiling. So to pick up your leg to a tabletop position, alternating legs. And use the out breath to pick up your leg. That's it. Notice what happened to the rest of your body and as you lift your neck up, your leg up. Notice if you are tensing your shoulders, your neck. Okay, good. So this time we're gonna pick up our right leg. And then on the out breath, we're gonna pick up our left leg. We hold it there, breathe in, breathe out. Right leg down and left leg down. Okay, so double leg falls. This time we start with the left. So on the out breath, left leg. So if you have lower back issues, and this is hard for you, take the knees a little bit closer to your chest. Okay, so like this. You take your knees slightly closer to your chest here. And then you drop your left and you drop your right. Okay, so the next out breath, right leg up, left leg up. And then breathe in. And on the breathe out, right leg down, left leg down. Start with the left now. The out breath, left, right, breathe in there. And on the breathe out, left down and right down. Okay? So you can carry on like this, or if it's okay for you, we're gonna try our scissors, okay? Or toe taps. So lift one leg up at a time, and then we're gonna drop one leg down at a time, tapping the floor with the toes. Okay? So we want to work here with our core muscles, the deeper layer of the core, the abdominals. And notice any tension in the rest of the body, any tension in your shoulders, in your neck, your jaw. Modification is to take the knees slightly closer to your chest if you feel any discomfort on your lower back, okay? Okay, lovely. And then release, have your knees on the chest, moment. And we're gonna draw circles, do a few hip circles here, okay? So you open, circle, and take the knees to the chest. Do it a few times. Lovely. Let's reverse the way of the circle. Okay, right, and drop your feet down. Okay, so now we're gonna take our right leg up and our left arm up, okay? And let's take, you can keep the left foot down, okay? If you want to take it easy. If you want to work a bit harder, take the left leg up to tabletop as well, okay? Good, and you can always take the knees closer to the chest if you need to. So from here, on the out breath, we're gonna extend your right leg and left arm, a little bit backwards the left arm, not too much, and then you take them back to the starting position. Breathe in and breathe out as you extend. Breathe in and breathe out. And we're gonna be working with the core, the deeper layer of the core muscles. Okay, so connect there. Keep breathing, expanding the rib cage and the breathe in and the breathe out, contracting, getting your abdominals, your rib cage pulling inwards. Okay, we're gonna hold the position there. You can carry on like this, or if you want to work a bit harder, you're gonna take the leg and the arm farther down and then take them back up and down and up and down and up. Good. Down and up. Lovely. Carry on down. Up. Do it a few more times. Always rest when you need to, okay? And one last one. Okay, lovely. And release. So we're gonna swap arms. Okay, so take the left arm down, right arm up. And then we're gonna extend your left leg and right arm just a little bit backwards to start with, okay? Working with your abdominals. Notice any tension on your shoulders, your neck. Okay, and if you want to work a bit harder, hold the position there and start to take your leg farther down, your arms farther down towards the floor and lift and lower and slow and last one. Well done. Okay, hug your knees on the chest again. Let's do a few more hip circles. Good. And reverse the way. Okay, good. So from here, hands are gonna be on your sides, in the front of the thighs, okay, close to your knees. And see if you can keep your legs in a tabletop position, so knees right over the hips. But again, if that's hard for you, just keep your knees slightly closer to the chest, okay? So you're gonna push with the hands towards the knees, knees towards the hands, okay? So pushing, and you won't feel, you're gonna feel the work on your core muscles in the abdomen, and then release. So the out breath, push, and see if you can try to stretch the arms. Push with your legs again, and then release. And breathe out. Push, and release. Good, breathe out. Push, 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 and release. So hands to the knees, knees against the hands. Keep pushing. You should feel the work in the abdominals. The deep layer. Let's do it a few more times. Lovely, one more time. Well done, and release. Hug the knees on the chest and have to rock. Just rock from side to side. Just massaging your lower back. Okay, lovely. Drop your feet down and get your towel, the other towel, or your belt. If you have a belt or a band, okay, you can do the belt or the band instead. Okay. So here, having the arms just over the shoulders. Okay, let's reach towards the ceiling a few times. Reach and drop. Reach and drop. Reach and drop. Reach and drop. Okay. And now keeping the rest of the body how it is, as it is, your spine, your pelvis, your rib cage. Let's start taking the arms back. So only as far back as is comfortable for you and as you can keep your spine neutral, your ribs down. So some of you might be able to go just here. Some of you might be able to go all the way down, okay? And then you take it back. And let's do it a few more times in your own pace. Taking the arms down. And up. Notice your neck, notice how your chin, if it's too far up or down, okay? Try to find the middle points as you do this exercise. Going back, and then we're going to start taking the arms farther down towards the knees, okay? And then we go all the way back. Notice your rib cage and all the way forwards, okay? All the way up, back. See how far you can go. Just want you to feel that stretch under the arm as you take the arms back and then take it to the front. Rest your towel or bands on top of your legs and leave your head off the floor. Okay? So now here we're going to do the hundreds. So you can go just here in 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, 3, 4, 5. If you want to work a bit harder, you can extend one leg and then release, and then you do the other leg, alternating legs, okay? In 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, 3, 4, 5. If you want to work harder, you're gonna extend both legs. In 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, 3, 4, 5. Keeping the crown of the head up towards the ceiling, okay? In 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, 3, 4, 5. In 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, 3, 4, 5. So your towel is resting on your thighs. In 2, 3, 4, 5. Up 2, 3, 4, 5. Lovely. Carry on. Up to 10. If you need to rest, feel free to rest. That's good. And when you've done 10 times, you can drop the legs down if they are straight, and you can release your head back down, okay? Top of the towel. Okay, so from here, you're gonna take your arms back again. Okay, so from this position, we're gonna work with the wrist, okay? So you can make like, rock the towel here, and then we're gonna turn the wrist down and back, okay? So down and back, down and back, down and back, okay? Just rolling your wrists. Good. And now we're gonna add a little bit of coordination. So as we do this exercise, we're gonna start to take the arms back. As you roll your wrists, you take the arms back, okay? And see how far back you can go. Keep rolling your wrists. And then you take them back. Okay, and again, on your own pace. That's good. Taking your shoulders far back as is comfortable for you. Okay, lovely. And then release. So you're gonna get a ball or cushion, okay? What you have with you, we're gonna place it in between the thighs. So you have a Pilates ball, use the Pilates ball, otherwise a cushion is fine, okay? Okay, so we're gonna do some squeezes. So when you're ready, on the out breath, we're gonna squeeze the cushion of the ball 3 times. Squeeze, 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 and then release. Okay, so squeeze, 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 and release. Squeeze, 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 and release. Okay, squeeze, 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 and release. Squeeze, 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 release. Carry on. It's activating those inner thighs muscles, and your inner thighs muscles are connected to the pelvic floor, which is part of the core. Now to your shoulders. Take the back of the shoulders down to the floor. Keep your neck neutral. That's lovely. Okay, one more time, last one. And release. Okay, from here, we're going to try our bridge. Okay, so keep your feet parallel. On the out breath, we're going to squeeze the cushion of the ball. We're going to tilt the pelvis and start to peel vertebra by vertebra off the floor. We go up to the tips of the shoulder blades. Okay, then from here, we take a deep breath in. And we take the arms up and over the head, all the way back. And in the breath out, we take the arms back. Breathe in and breathe out, release vertebra by vertebra on the floor. Okay, so again, breathe in, prepare. Breathe out, squeeze the ball, tilt the pelvis, and peel vertebra by vertebra. Okay, so take your arms up and over, breathe in. And breathe out. Keep pressing down with your feet on the floor. And then you breathe in there. And breathe out as you release. Rolling your spine down, bone by bone. Okay, we do that again on the out breath. Squeeze, tilt, and peel. And the arms go up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hold it there, breathe in. And breathe out as you roll your spine up. Okay, we are gonna roll the spine up. We're gonna hold the position. Pressing down with the feet, okay? So now I want you to take the back of the front of the hips towards the wall behind. So you lift your pelvis a little bit higher and your ribs are gonna be a little bit lower, okay? So pelvis up, ribs lower. And try to hold the position there as you take your arms up and over, and up and down, and carry on with the arms. Up and over, and up and down. Good. Press up with the feet, toes on the floor, up and over, and down. We do one more time. Feel your glutes working active, your inner thighs, and take it down. Again, fantastic. Take a deep breath in, and the breath out, start to roll your vertebrae down. Good. Okay, so remove your cushion or your ball. Have your right knee on the chest. Stretch out your left leg. And now here, maybe if you want to feel a little bit more the stretch, you may want to place the cushion under the pelvis. Okay. So this way you feel a little bit more the stretch here on the hip flexor. Okay. So you have a block. You can use a block. Only if you want to feel it a little bit more, okay? And then you're gonna place the hands behind the thighs, okay? And just feel the stretch here on the hip flexor. We're gonna flex our foot, and we're gonna take the foot to the right, and then to the left, and again, right, and left. So just from side to side, okay? The foot, right, and left. Right and left. Okay, now we take it to the right, we circle it down, left and center. So now we take it to the left, circle round, right and center. Take it to the right, circle, left and center, and take it to the left, circle, right and center. Again, we're gonna switch legs. So extend the other leg. Okay, good. Feel the stretch here on your hip flexor, shoulders relax, flex the foot, and start to take the foot from side to side. Okay. sides to sides. Okay, now take the foot to your left, circle, right, center. Take the foot to your right, circle, left, and center. And again, left, circle, right, center. Last one, right, circle, left, and center, and release. Okay, so you can take the cushion or ball out, okay, or block, knees on the chest. You're gonna do a little bit of rocking here, okay? Just a little bit here if you want to take it easy, or you can start to go further up, okay? And you do a roll back. Listen to your body. Good. The next one, everybody roll up. Again, we're gonna prepare for spine stretch here. You can. So if you can sit tall here with the legs straight, okay, by the sides, and spine nice and tall, just stay there. If that's uncomfortable for you, you can use a cushion, or you can bend your knees slightly, okay, just having them here, just in order to keep your spine a bit taller, okay? So now you are gonna imagine that you have a beach ball here, okay, and you're gonna roll on top of the beach ball, and you're gonna have another beach ball here, okay, this high, okay? So take your shoulders in front, arms in front of the shoulders, and here we're gonna do a shoulder check again. So lift your shoulders all the way up. So this is what we don't want, and then drop them down, okay? So again, this is what we don't want, and drop them down, and keep them there. And same here, you're gonna reach forward. So this is what we don't want, and take them back, okay? And forwards, we don't want that, and take it back. So this is what we want, okay? So now take a deep breath in and lengthen up tall. And on the breath out, chin down, start to roll. Imagine you are rolling over this beach ball that you have here. And then place your hands on top of the other imaginary beach ball, okay? Okay, so from here, we're gonna roll your beach ball forwards and backwards with your shoulders, okay? So forwards, imagine you're rolling this ball and roll it back, starting with the shoulders. Roll it forwards and roll it back, starting with the shoulders, okay? From here, breathe in and breathe out as you roll your spine back up, lengthen out. Okay, okay, so breathe in. As you breathe out, chin to the chest and start to roll down over your beach ball and keep your hands on top of the imaginary beach ball. And again, we're gonna roll the ball forwards and roll it back, starting with your shoulders and forwards and backwards with the shoulders. One more time, roll forwards and backwards. And we're gonna lengthen out the spine, okay? We're gonna do the same, but we're gonna change the breathing pattern, okay? So this time you're gonna take a deep breath in, and on the breath out, you're gonna grow taller. And on the breath in is when we are going to roll forwards. Breathe in. And now on the breath out, we're gonna roll the ball farther away and roll it back. Roll the ball farther away and roll it back. And roll the ball farther away and roll it back. Breathe in and breathe out to restart the spine. Okay, so let's do it one more time. If your arms get tired, please feel free to place them on the floor, okay? So breathe in, prepare. Breathe out, grow up taller. Breathe in, chin to the chest and roll over your beach ball. Hands on top of the imaginary beach ball. Breathe out as you roll it away. Breathe in as you roll it back. Roll it away. And roll it back, starting with your shoulders. One more time. And roll it back. And then you're gonna release your spine all the way up. Okay, good. So we're gonna find our all fours position here. So find your way to the all fours position where it's more comfortable for you, okay? And we're gonna see here. So raise below the shoulders, knees below the hips, okay? So activate your centers, your core muscles. On the out breath, you're gonna slide just one arm and take it up, just the arm, okay? And then from here, you're gonna take the arm, circle out and on top of the back, taking your hand is facing upwards, okay? And then out, circle, and come back, okay? And then you take it. So with the other arm, the out breath, you take the arm up, lengthen, and then you open the arm out, circle, and on top of the back, bending the elbow, okay? And then you open out and come back home. And then release. Okay, so again, with your right arm, take it up and out to the sides. And bending the elbow, your hands is facing upwards. And open and release. Okay, so we do the other arm, your left arm up, keep it neutral on the spine, take it out, circle on top of your back, and come back home, and then release. Okay, let's do one more time on its arm. Good, out, and one more time, up, circle out, bending the elbow on top of the hands, and take it out, and back home, and release. I guess you can sit on your heels for a moment, take a little break with your wrists. Resting the head down. Good. Again, then come back to your all fours position. Keep your wrists below the shoulders, knees below the hips. We're gonna do our legs now, okay? So really activating our center, our core, slide your right leg out, okay? And then if it's okay for you, you can keep the balance, lift the leg up. And then take it out and release. Okay, we're gonna do the same with the left leg, but we're really going to focus today on our posture and keeping the spine neutral, okay, keeping your hip bones level, so your hip bones are pointing down to the floor, okay? And again, right leg slides, and lifts, and taking down, and back to the starting position. Okay, so with your left leg, activating your core, your center slides away, lift, take it down, and slide back. Okay, so now if it's okay for you, you're gonna slide opposite arm and leg. You can keep them there, but you can try to lift them up. And then down, and take it back, okay? So all alternating arms and legs, slide away, trying to keep the balance, and take it up, and down, and bend. Okay, which this time we're gonna try to hold the position for a bit longer, for about 3 deep breaths. So take it up, or you can keep them down, okay? That's hard for you. Trying to keep your posture spine neutral, hip bones level, back of the neck long. When you've done 3 deep breaths, release. And we're gonna do the other side. So opposite arm and leg. Lift, lengthen. Good. And when you've done 3 deep breaths, release. Okay, sit on your heels again. Try to rest the head on top of the floor. You can rest it on top of your cushion. And then you're gonna take your left hand, it's gonna cross over your right hand. And you stretch there, stretching the side of your body. And release. Now you're gonna cross the other hands over. And then release. Again, so we're gonna lie on our fronts now. So I want you to get your little towel, like as a pillow, place it on the front. So you're gonna rest the forehead there. And then you can use the ball if you have a ball. Otherwise, you can use the cushion. So this is what we want to have. We want to place the ball or the cushion on your sternum, okay? And then you're gonna place your arms here by the sides, and your forehead is gonna rest down on your pillow, little pillow, okay? So if you don't have a ball, you can do it with a cushion, okay? Just rest your sternum on top of the cushion, okay? And then rest your head down on the pillow. So arms are gonna be by the side, so just check that you can see your fingers, your thumbs, by your peripheral vision. So your thumbs are more or less in alignment with the tip of the nose, okay? That's the position for your hands down. And then on the, we're gonna take a deep breath in. On the breath out, we are gonna look at our pelvis and pubic bone here. And we want to imprint them on the floor, okay? So try to imprint them, pubic bone and both hip bones, okay? So you feel the length here of your lower back. And then on the breath in, you're gonna press them with the hands as you lengthen your upper back, okay? And then you're gonna release down. So you take a deep breath in, prepare. Breathe out, imprint your pubic bone and your hip bones equally distributed on the floor. Breathe in as you lift your chest, your upper back, shoulders away from the ears, hips. Lengthen there, breathe in, and breathe out to lower. So breathe in, prepare. Breathe out. Press your pubic bone, your hip bones into the floor, lengthening the lower back, and breathe in as you lift your upper back. Back of the neck long, okay? And then you breathe in there and breathe out to release. Lovely. And again, breathe out as you press your pubic bone, hip bones down, breathe in as you lengthen, and breathe out as you release. Okay, so now we're gonna place the hands behind the back, okay? If that's comfortable for you, you're gonna keep them here. If that's not comfortable, you're gonna keep them by the sides, okay? This is the modification. And you're gonna turn the head to face me, okay? Or to one side, to your right, if you are not facing me, okay? And so we're gonna start lifting on the out breath. We're gonna press the pelvic, pubic bones, pelvis on the floor. Lift your head up, breathe in, and breathe out. We're gonna extend the arms and lengthen. Okay, and then we're gonna take the head to the other side and release down. Good. So on the out breath, you start by pressing your pubic bone, your hip bones down into the floor. Breathe in as you lift your head. Breathe out as you extend the arms, back extension, and breathe in as you look to the other side. Okay, and we're gonna do it again. So release your elbows and then pressing your pubic bone down on the out breath. Breathe in, lift the hips. Breathe out, extend, center, and turn the head to the other side and release down. Okay, one last one. Drop your elbows down. On the out breath, pressing down like a stamp, okay, on the mat, your pubic bone and your hip bones. stamp them, lift the head, exhale, stand, center, and turn the head to the other side and release them. Okay, well done everyone. So we're gonna place our arms now on a T shape, okay? With your body, resting your arms down. Okay, and you're gonna look to the front. So forehead resting on the towel. Okay, so here on the out breath, again, we're gonna stamp our pubic bone and hip bones on the floor. Breathe in, breathe out. You're gonna lift the head up, okay? And on the in breath is when you're going to twist to one side. Okay, breathe out as you center and breathe in as you twist to the other side. Good. Breathe out as you center, breathe in as you twist and center and twist. Try to keep the back of the neck long. Get center and twist. Keep pressing your pubic bone, your hip bones down to the mat, stamping them down, lengthening the lower back. And one more time on each side. Twist and twist. Lovely. And then release down. Well done. So hands below the shoulders, chest up, breathe in and breathe out as you push up. Sit on your heels. Take a little break here. Again, so this time we're gonna rest the pelvis on top of the cushion, okay? So here, on top of the cushion, that's your pelvis, or on top of the ball, what you have, okay? But you're gonna rest the pelvis there, okay? And then you're gonna have your arms by the sides, okay? So same starting position with the thumbs in alignment with the tip of the nose. Again, this time, on the out breath, we're gonna again drop the pelvis and the hip bones into the ball, lengthening here the lower back, and then on the breath in, press up and come up to your cobra. You can stretch maybe the arms or not, okay? And then you release all the way down. Okay, so on the out breath, you're gonna press into the ball, lengthening the lower back, breathe in as you come up. Good. And then you release out. So again, on the out breath, pressing and stamping your pelvis on the ball. Breathe in as you come up. And release down. And last one. So breathe out, stamp, breathe in, lift. We're gonna hold the position there. So you don't have to have your arms straight. If that's too much for you, you can keep them slightly bent, okay? And then you're gonna take the head towards one side, breathe in, breathe out, chin to the shoulder and roll the head to the other side and take it back to center. So now you start on the other side, roll, chin to shoulder, roll to the other side and take it back to center. Well done, and then you release all the way down. Good. Hands below the shoulders. Breathe in, head up, breathe out, push up. Sit on your heels and stretch your spine. So you can rest your forehead on the ball maybe, or on top of your cushion, or just rest it on the mat. Again. So back to your all fours. We're gonna tuck our toes under. We're gonna lift our hips up, downward dog. Good. And then we're gonna start walking our hands towards the feet. You can bend the knees if you need to, okay? So feel free to bend the legs. And then rest your arms, your shoulders down. Swing your body for a moment. Good. And on the out breath, we're gonna start to roll up to standing. Okay, we're gonna do a few more roll down. So lengthen up tall, breathe in, and on the breathe out, chin towards the chest and roll all the way down towards the floor. Roll down. Only as far down as is comfortable for you. You have lower back issues, keep your knees bent, okay? And on the out breath, and roll your spine. Lengthen up, so breathe in. And breathe out, chin to the chest, roll down to the floor, go all the way down. Good. And then on the out breath, and roll your spine. Okay, lovely. So let's come to the center. Let's roll one shoulder backwards at a time. Okay, just to release a little bit of tension here. One shoulder at a time. That's great. Good. And then release. Okay, lovely. So keeping your feet parallel. You can stand on the mat, okay, on a flatter surface if it's better for you on the floor, okay. You're gonna do a balance. So the flatter the better. Again, so feet hip distance apart here. And we're gonna roll on the balls of the feet and then we'll release them. So we are not balancing yet, okay? Just rolling on the balls of your foot, okay? Just like pedaling your feet. And notice your alignment here, keeping the hips, the knees, and the ankles in alignment. So make sure you don't roll your ankles inwards or outwards, okay? That's it. One at a time, one at a time. Just rolling one at a time on the balls of the feet, one foot at a time. That's it. And then you can carry on like this, or you can try to balance here a little bit, okay? But try to keep the same alignment. That's good. Lovely. Okay, now we are gonna open the toes out, okay? Just a little bit out here. And we're gonna do the same without balancing, just lifting, rolling on the balls of your foot and release. And roll on the balls of your foot and release, okay? So notice the difference here. Notice what muscles are involved here. You might feel your glutes, your inner thighs, okay? Working. Trying to keep your knees on top of your toes. That's it. And you can carry on like this, or you can go with balance. That's good. Try to keep your pelvis is still, okay? Your pelvis is not moving. That's it. Lovely. Okay, and release. Good. Play your feet back to parallel. Okay. So now we're gonna take our arms up, both arms up. Okay, so what we're going to do here is to reach with one arm to the ceiling, and then you reach with the other arm towards the ceiling. Okay, so one arm reach, the other arm reach. Reach. Don't go to the sides, okay? So don't go to the side, just reach up to the ceiling. Reach with your fingers to the ceiling. Fingers to ceiling. And maybe you can start to use the rest of the body so you move in a more natural or unorganic way. That's it. Reaching. Lovely. Okay. Good. So from here, drop your arms down. And we're gonna do, you're gonna bend the knees. Just bending the knees, okay? I want you to keep your spine straight and just bend the knees. And bend the knees. And left. Okay, spine stays straight. You can keep your hands on your hips, maybe. Then lengthen, good. Feet parallel. Good. Okay, just a little bit there. Lovely. Okay, so we're gonna keep the knees bent here. Okay, so from here, we're gonna hinge forwards and hinge back. Okay, so I want you to keep the spine straight as you hinge forwards and as you hinge back, like that. So forwards and good. Forwards, into forwards, and lengthen up. Good. And again. Okay, so now we're gonna hold the position here and maybe stay here a little bit further down. Maybe you can take the arms in front and you're gonna hold the position there. A few deep breaths. Lovely, drop the arms down and roll up through this. Okay, now we're gonna find a lunge position. So we're gonna place one foot forwards and the other foot backwards, not in the same line, okay? So your left foot is more out. Good, so we're gonna bend the front leg. So your knee is gonna be on top of the ankle. And we're gonna try to keep the pelvis here, the trunk, on top of the pelvis. Okay, so make sure you are not leaning forwards on top here. So we lengthen the tailbone here, okay? And you hold the position there. And now you're gonna take one arm up and the other arm up. And we're gonna do the same we were doing before, reaching with one arm at a time towards the ceiling, okay? Reach and reach. Some of you might be able to lift the back of the heel off the floor, okay? So you can do that. And reach, and reach, and reach, it, reach, and reach. Lovely. And release down, and we're gonna swap sides. Okay, so swapping sides, finding the balance there, knee over the ankle. Make sure your trunk is on top of the pelvis. Okay, lengthening the lower back here. Good, you can lift the heel off the floor or keep it down. Take your arms up and reach and reach. Okay, just reach. Arms to the ceiling. That's it. Do what your body needs to do to reach, to keep the balance. Lovely. And then release down and back to the starting position. Lovely. And we're going to finish with one exercise, which is very good to improve the lower back posture, the upper back posture. Okay, it's called the YWTL. Okay, so we are going to find neutral, feet parallel. Okay, if you usually have a forward head, just push your chin slightly back so you keep your head in alignment with the spine, okay? And keep the head in that position. And then take your arms up. So you are in a wide position, okay? Open them a little bit. And your thumbs are gonna be pointing backwards, okay? So thumbs backwards, good. And now you're gonna take the shoulders for the position here, so opening here. And usually you need to hold it for about 15 seconds, okay? This posture here with the thumbs pointing back. Okay, and then you're gonna do a W, the W, and again, keep your thumbs pointing backwards, okay? So feeling here, opening the chest, and you usually need to hold it for about 15 seconds, okay? And then we're gonna T, thumbs pointing back, okay? So your palms are up. And again, hold it there for about 15 seconds. And then you're gonna find your L. And your elbows are gonna be like on the back, thumbs pointing back. So this is the position for your elbows, okay? So your shoulder blades are kind of pinching each other, squeezing there, and you hold it there for about 15 seconds, okay? And then you release. So it's a very good exercise if you want to improve your hands, shoulders, or rounded shoulders, okay? To do every day and to hold the position for about 15 seconds. So take your arms down and just focus on your posture now. So feet hip width apart, knees soft, just unlock them. And hopefully you have some muscle memory from the mat. You can be on the right position with your spine in neutral. Your shoulders are collarbone nice and open. Good. And start to draw the energy from the floor and all the way up to your legs, to your core muscles, lengthening the spine to the center of the body and lengthening your spine all the way up through the crown of the head. And take a few deep breaths here. Lovely, well done. And open your eyes. Thank you very much. That's all for today. Thank you for coming, for joining. Hope you enjoyed the class.